Welcome back to the Round 1 Japan Cup. The Tokyo Skytree, tallest structure in Japan and second in the world. As we return to Minami Suna Tokyo, Shinichi Horie a winner over Sean Rash in shocking fashion.
I don't think anybody in the building saw this coming, including myself. But Horie stepped up and threw 3 perfect shots in the 10th frame to clip Rash by 1.
Our next round of 8 matchup, PBA Tour champ Chris Barnes going up against JPBA player Kazuaki Watanabe.
And this is very similar to our last match where you have a PBA superstar, future Hall of Famer in Chris Barnes taking on a JPBA player who's never won a title.
Barnes said early, look for me to play an arrow to the right of anyone else.
Watanabe actually has a power game. Unusual for the JPBA bowlers, but this guy's got some speed and some revolutions and a lot of striking power. And strike he did. He struck a lot against Chris Barnes and takes out the future Hall of Famer 278 to 239.
So Watanabe advances along with countryman Shinichi Horie as 2 of the 3 JPBA players advance with 1 to go, and the hopes of the Japan Cup riding on the home team. Coming up next, another round of 8 quarterfinal as the twin fin Asku Palermaa will face Yuya Katoh. Katoh with the opening shot out of Kanagawa in Japan. Smooth style and nice strike to open for Katoh.
There's your traditional Japanese style, that down and in, very square, very straight, hand up the back, rolling it, medium rev rate, medium ball speed. And here comes the polar opposite of that.
The twin fin Asku Palermaa out of Espoo, Finland. 30 years old, 3 PBA titles, seeking his 4th here today at the Round 1 Japan Cup. And an opening shot, 2-8-10 becomes the 8-10.
It's going to be interesting to see just what kind of ball reaction Asku Palermaa is going to have with all that speed and power. First shot not looking so promising.
41-foot pattern here at the Japan Cup. And an open frame to begin for Asku Palermaa.
Asku didn't have to face any PBA title holders. He went through the round of 64, 32, and 16 in fairly easy fashion.
Palermaa, the 2006 World Bowling Writers Bowler of the Year and 3-time titleist on the PBA Tour, including a major at the 2011 PBA World Championship, now working in this round of 8 matchup. Second frame after the open. Strike on the left lane, splits the 8 and 9 does Palermaa.
And MJ, I'm starting to see a common theme here. It's another PBA title holder taking on a JPBA player who has never won a title anywhere.
And now Yuya Katoh turned pro back in 2004, one of the non-titleists and 3rd JPBA player still alive here in the round of 8. And that creeps high, just a 4-pin.
It looks like the right lane actually returns a little bit harder than the left. The players look like they're going a little bit straighter on the left lane, and this lane looks like it's banking back or curving just a little bit more as the bowling ball comes off the end of the pattern.
Pick up for Katoh. 11-pin lead here early in this round of 8 matchup. And Shinichi Horie looking on. Winner in the round of 8 matchup against Rash by a single stick. And he gets the winner of this Katoh Palermaa matchup and a mixing hit and strike for Yuya here in the 3rd.
This is a beautiful shot here. You can see a little bit straighter, a little bit more down and in. Less ball reaction into the pocket as he carries that light mixer. Who do you think Shinichi Horie is rooting for in this match, MJ?
I got to imagine his countrymen. Now Palermaa looking to double. 3rd frame. wide berth and a 10-pin. Askew gave that a lot of path to come back.
Well, remember the last time on this lane, he left the 2-8-10 and tripped the 2 late. And that ball just coming in a little bit behind the head pin, leaving the soft 10.
Start your engines. As Palermaa gives the 10-pin a ride, cleans up in the third, trails your early round of 8 matchup here at the Round 1 Japan Cup. Mike Jakubowski along with PBA Hall of Famer and Japan Cup winner Randy Peterson. And what is the difference when you come overseas to compete here in Japan?
Well, the biggest differences for me was, one, getting over the jet lag. The jet lag is brutal. You know, Japan is 12 or 13 hours ahead depending on daylight savings time. So the biggie was trying to get your sleep regulated. Also, trying to figure out what equipment to bring over. You can't bring 20 bowling balls with you, so you have to choose your arsenal wisely. As you can see right here, Askew going much straighter, as is every other player on this left lane. Comes in light, leaving the 4 and the 8.
Most of the PBA professionals limiting themselves to 6 or 7 balls as travel permits, and Palermaa picks up the spare. A look at Yuya Kato's road into match play, defeating Hall of Famer Amleto Monticelli, countryman Kenta Onishi, and Anthony Lacaze making the trip over.
And Anthony Lacaze having a nice tournament, getting into the round of 16.
So Katoh steps up 4th frame, chance to double here. Round of 8 matchup. And he delivers.
Beautiful shot here on the right lane. And there's the recovery. That lane definitely has more down lane reaction than the left lane.
Yuya Katoh, top 10 in 2013 JPBA points rankings before this Round 1 Japan Cup. Looking to extend his string of strikes, 5th frame. Perfect.
He's just got a real solid game. You watch the hand come up behind the bowling ball, straight arm swing, tucked into that ankle at release, perfect balance at the foul line. It's the kind of style that's very repeatable.
Palermaa trails here, 5th frame. And Askew back into the pocket, 10 back.
And Askew has made a ball change. And you can see just how much angle he has to play because of the power, revolutions, and ball speed. The only other player on the planet that would have to play that deep, possibly, fellow two-hander from Australia, Jason Belmonte.
So Palermaa drills the rack there, and a double cuts into that Katoh lead. Askew Palermaa finding his way, changing balls and now finding the pocket. Can he stop the JPBA from sending its 3rd player from the round of 8 to the round of 4? Yuya Katoh has other things on his mind. More Japan Cup coming your way next. Welcome back to Tokyo, Round 1 Japan Cup at Minami Suna Bowling Center. Mike Jakubowski along with PBA Hall of Famer Randy Peterson in the middle of our round of 8 quarterfinal matchup. Yuya Katoh and Askew Palermaa. Back over to Katoh, who's got a 23-pin lead and a couple of strikes working. We enter the 6th frame. Yuya looking to be the 3rd JPBA player to advance to the round of 4. And drills the rack back.
Katoh making great shots. He doesn't seem to be bothered at all by what's at stake. Just making great shots and putting all the pressure firmly on Askew Palermaa.
Katoh continues. He's on a string of strikes. He's got a 33-pin lead, trying to increase that advantage. 7th frame. And the 7-pin the last to fall.
Boy, it's just a great look at how much straighter he's playing the left lane. Nice pin carry here. And how about a 43-pin lead?
Katoh with a big lead, bidding to become the third Japanese player to make the round of 4. Palermaa has something to say about that on his own string. 7th frame. And Asku continues with the string of strikes, staying alive here, minus 33 heading into the 8th.
Well, to have any chance, in my opinion, he has to strike out. Remember, he had that early open frame.
Palermaa with a chance to cut into the lead of Katoh as the JPBA has advanced 2 players already.
Oh my.
7-10 almost stands, just the 7 remaining.
I mean, this could have been disastrous. A shot that probably would strike for a guy like Osku 90% of the time. He almost leaves the pocket 7-10.
Palermaa picks up the spare, trailing to Yuya Katoh as Katoh steps up in the 8th frame. And Randy, JPBA has advanced 2 players on the verge of a 3rd. Why are we seeing that trend?
Well, I think they've had a lot of really good things go their way in the matches. Sean Rash against Shinichi Horie, excuse me. Sean gets up, rips the rack, leaves a 10-pin, then leaves a mixer 4. Horie gets up and strikes out in the 10th frame and beats Rash by a pin. Chris Barnes takes on Watanabe. Watanabe snuffs him out by shooting 278. And now, this match against Katoh and Palermaa, Katoh's just all over Osku. Osku opens early. Katoh's been stringing strikes. A lot of things going in favor of the JPBA bowlers today. They're doing a lot of good things, though. They're throwing the ball well. They're converting spares. They're going straighter. I think their form and accuracy is a little bit more conducive to the oil patterns and the way that the lanes have broken down. They're just doing a lot of really good things, and they're having some good fortune as well.
Katoh 3rd in this year's Korean Cup, 17th in the ABS Japan Open. Now steps up in the foundation frame with a big lead, trying to dispatch the twin fin Asku Palermaa. 9th frame. Strike in the foundation frame for Katoh.
And just a beautiful shot. He's just been making great shots, repeating. You know, the Japanese professional bowlers have always been known for their beautiful form, your unique form, but no power, not a lot of ball speed. And Kato's got a little bit of both. He's got some ball speed. He rolls his hand beautifully up the back of the ball, and he's got plenty of power.
Palermaa in the foundation frame. And plenty of power there on that stroke.
Yeah, no power shortage when you're talking about Osku Palermaa. He brings it with fury and bad intentions. The only chance he has to win this match is if he strikes out, and Katoh opens in the 10th frame.
Palermaa can go off the sheet here for 226, 10th frame. And he gets the first shot in the 10th, so that hope is still alive. Katoh looking to become the 3rd JPBA member to get into the round of 4. Pure stroke, pure result.
He just needed to do it a little bit earlier in the match. It's going to be probably a little too late for Osku. The way Katoh has been performing in this game, he's just been flawless.
Shreds the rack. Palermaa double in the 10th. Now can fill for 226. Great look at the release.
It's amazing how a player can throw it that fast with that little of follow through. All that speed generated by how fast his feet go from start to finish on the approach.
Katoh wondering what he's going to need in the 10th to advance. Palermaa piling on as big a number as he can and strikes out in the 10th. 226 for Asku Palermaa.
That was a nice finish. He did make the ball change late. Tough when you're competing in a one-game match, but here's Katoh. Now, remember the last time on this right lane, he went 2-8, and he went light. He probably made an adjustment anticipating breakdown where he had to move a little bit left and open the lane up. But, you know, 2.8 is very close to leaving a 2.8.10. And right now all he needs is a mark.
Katoh, a mark to advanced and join 2 countrymen in the round of 4. And the best kind of mark with the 9-pin falling late. Another good break in pinfall.
Well, even if he didn't trip the 9 out, you have to kind of give him the spare, I would think, but it's a strike nonetheless, and he's going to move on. But boy, what just a solid game. You know, just the 2 spares. If he strikes out here in the 10th frame, he'll be in the 250s. And he made it look easy.
Sure did. So Yuya Katoh becomes the 3rd JPBA player in the round of 4. Coming up next, Americans E.J. Tackett and Tommy Jones do battle in the round of 8.